So to all those who celebrate St. George's Day, a happy St. George's Day to you from Scotland's premier pro-UK campaigning organisation. And we do love the Patron Saints Day. And, you know, we were in town today, obviously, in George Square, just around from George Square, where John Swinney was holding his conference. And we looked up at the flagstaff at the top of the beautiful Glasgow City Chambers. And it's been a long-running policy of ours that if we were ever in charge of Glasgow City Council, we would ensure that St. George's Day and St. Patrick's Day and St. David's Day were celebrated, or at least acknowledged, by the flagpole on top of the city chambers, flying the flag of that home nation. But alas, it did not occur to anybody in the city chambers to say or to present a motion that on this day, the 23rd of April, that the city chambers should fly the flag of St. George. Well, they're pretty quick off the mark to fly one or two other flags that shall remain nameless. So why don't they fly the flag of St. George on St. George's Day? The flag of St. David on St. David's Day? The flag of St. Patrick on St. Patrick's Day? Because I can tell you, in my experience, there's quite a number of Irish people, there's quite a number of Welsh people, and there's quite a number of English people who actually live in Glasgow. So if we're all about being inclusive, then wouldn't that be a good idea? I'm sorry, am I the only person who's ever thought of that before? Has that not literally occurred to anybody in the city chambers that would be a good idea? That would be a good idea. Why don't we fly the flag of St. George on St. George's Day? Oh, well, maybe one of these days that will occur to the bright minds in our wonderful city chambers, to be so inclusive and to be so diverse that they might actually bother to acknowledge the Patron Saints Day. Or maybe I'm missing something, you know, seriously, folks, maybe to get up to the flagpole, maybe that's a life-threatening occupation, maybe that's too hazardous. I really don't know anything about that, but you would have thought it wouldn't be too complicated, right? Anyway, it's beyond them, and it's proven beyond them in the 26 years that I have lived in this great British city of Glasgow. They've never thought to acknowledge the patron saints' days of any of the other parts of our beautiful islands. Anyway, maybe someday that will change, and maybe in the future we'll get people into the city chambers who'll go, hey, I've got a good idea. Why don't we celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Why don't we celebrate St. David's Day? Why don't we celebrate St. George's Day, just in the same way that we always commemorate St. Andrew's Day? It's just a thought, guys. I'm just putting it out there. It's for free. Take it or leave it.